All right, welcome back, kings and queens, y'all. We are talking the Diddy trial, but today we're gonna be focused on Cassie and Kid Cudi. Yeah, he said he did not want to take the stand in the Diddy trial, and for the first time, he broke his silence. He sat down and he had a chit chat about it. 3 months, 90 days after taking the stand in the Diddy trial, he is finally speaking and he revealed exactly what was going through his mind while he sat on that witness stand. And let me tell you, that courtroom was eerie quiet. He sat down with a podcaster and opened up about why he did it. I don't know if some of you know this or if you're aware, but did you know that Cassie actually rallied up the troops and took them to the attorney general's office? Were you aware of that? Oh, yeah. Let me play a small clip.
She's the person who introduced me to the U.S. Attorney's Office. She's the person who told the U.S. Attorney's Office about our relationship.
Yeah, this is Clayton Howard. He was one of the escorts, and he said Cassie was the one that introduced the witnesses, right, to the U.S. Attorney's Office. She's the one that laid down the play. Listen, there's another side to this because during the trial, they also went through a slew of text messages, and it was discovered that Cassie and her friends also were the ones who got the story together regarding Banna being hung over the balcony. Y'all don't sleep on Cassie. Do not sleep on Cassie, honey. She's pretty savvy when it comes to wow, just orchestrating and getting things done. But we're going to talk about it. For those of you who are just tuned in, or if you're new to the channel, welcome to the palace. I am Queen Sheba. I cover a variety of hot topics specific to reality television. But most importantly, I hone in on the psychological and the behavioral traits of the Black experience.
Subscribe now.
Yeah, so Kid Cudi sat down with Call Her Daddy podcast and he opened up and he said he hated every single minute of being on the stand. And my question is, I wonder if it was nerves or was it street code? When you say, "Ooh, I just wonder." He said he didn't want to do it, but he was there to support Cassie. Yeah, Cassie asked him to take the stand on her behalf. He said he wanted to see her succeed and be successful. Basically he wanted to help her cross the finish line. She got her money, her $30 million. He wanted her to be in a good place. I have so many questions. And I wonder if these men that did take the stand on her behalf, I just have to ask, would they do it for a Black victim? I'm just curious. I want to know. Anywho, yeah. In the interview, he went on to share with the podcaster that Cassie's his friend and he loves her. He loves her. And so he sucked it up and he went on her behalf. Let's take a look.
You testified in court.
Yeah.
How did you feel going into that situation?
Oh man. I felt I was calm.
I wonder if he had to smoke a little weed to calm down, pop a gummy or two. I wonder.
You know, I I was there because I had to be. Like I first they asked, I said no. They asked again, I said no. Then I got subpoenaed.
I know that's right. The government said, shit, don't think you're finna walk through these doors and not be forced to testify. Because when Cassie rallied up the truth, many of the key witnesses that testified on the stand thought that they were talking to the feds and the government for informational purposes only. They didn't realize that they would be forced, subpoenaed to testify and have to take the stand, right? Many of them did receive immunity, and that was for the individuals that actually committed crimes, okay, including Cassie herself. But yeah, Cassie was real tricky with that. She rallied up the troops, got them to come in and sit down with the U.S. Attorney's Office, but didn't let their asses know you're going to have to take the stand one way or the other. Brilliant.
And I was like, fuck. Shit. No. Then I'm thinking about like, what do I wear, man? Do I have to be like fucking suit or something? I was like, man, fuck this shit. This is what I'm wearing today. I'm going to the fucking shit in this.
And he did, y'all. He came in, and remember, if you watch the footage of him walking into the courthouse, he was actually smoking a cigarette and put it out right before he entered the doors of the court.
I'm not dressing up for this shit. Like wearing some hard bottoms to shit. I'm wearing some fucking Solomons, and I'm coming in there with my Levi's and my leather jacket, and that's, you know.
Now, I will say this, take your damn foot off the table. That's disgusting to have your foot on the table like that. I couldn't help but to notice, and maybe it's just me, Texas girl. That is disgusting. You walk outside, we step in all kind of shit all day. Get your damn foot off that table.
You know, but I hated every minute of it. Like I did not want to do it. But then I thought about, you know, when I was up there, you know, I'm here to support Cassie. And, you know, Cassie is my friend, you know. And
I wonder how Alex feels about that. Let me ask the guys that may be tuned into this video. If would you allow your wife, or would you be okay? I'm not going to say allow, because that's a grown woman. She can do what she wants to do. But would you be okay with your wife holding a close friendship with the man that she was once sexually involved with? How would that? Give me how does that? What are the conditions, the expectations?
oh, and I love her and I want to see her do well. When I saw her get married, I was so happy for her, you know, that she found someone, her person.
I want to say I believe him, but he hasn't looked up yet and made eye contact. So I don't know. It sounds good. And I do believe that there are people that could have a genuine expression of, you know what, I want to see you do well. I want to see you do better. Um, I wonder if he still has feelings for Cassie. I'm just curious.
When I saw that she was having kids, I was like, oh, this is so awesome. You know what I mean? Like, I've always just wanted to see her, you know, thrive and do well and be happy, you know, because I know she was living a nightmare. And I just was there to support her. That's what I.
It's funny to me, these men say, I wanted to see her do well. She was living a nightmare. She was involved in this horrendous sex situation where she was being taken advantage of. And I always come back to this point, even for you, Kid Cudi, as well as her husband, Alex Fine. If you wanted to see her do well, and if you did realize that she was in the situation that she did not want to be in, why would you have a sexual relationship with her? If what you say is true, and if what Cassie says is true, and she was being forced and or coerced to participate in these long, tedious, exhausting freak offs, why would your first thought, as somebody that loves and care about her, Alex Fine, Kid Cudi, why would be your first? Why did you engage in a sexual relationship with a woman that had sores in her mouth, yeast infections, UTIs, vagina swollen beyond? You know, just I don't understand. I don't understand. But okay.
That's what kind of gave me peace with it when I sat down in that chair. It was just about, damn, I don't want to do this, to being like, oh man, I gotta like whole homegirl, you know. But I and like, you know, look out for her, you know, and like.
All right. So that was just a snippet of what he sat down to share. What are your thoughts? Should everybody just let it go and be about their business? Do you feel like he did a heroic thing, or do you feel like this was somewhat of a guilt trip and he did it because nobody's hands are clean in this situation?